if you have a Microsoft client just sitting on your desk and you're working with Exchange 2003 on premise or whatever, and you have Salesforce or you have Sage SLX or some CRM package that's integrated with your client desktop, does that present any problems from moving to the cloud, or are there any integrated applications that do present problems?
So I'm not true. I am true Microsoft, true Microsoft at the moment. So the answer to that is that if there's any client-side add-ins to Outlook that gives you that integration, that would be fine. If there's any server-side components, this consideration is there. What we typically recommend is that we will provide Exchange web services. So if we can't do it from a server-side integration problematically, there will be a workaround. So from our point of view, we have a CRM product, we have email. What we do is that customers can provision an email router client, and we will work with our CRM product on-premise or on the cloud against Exchange on-premise or on the cloud, so there's flexibility there. But to answer your question directly, if it's client-side, it's fine. It will work.
You mentioned type of services earlier. Let's say a situation where I will have a Blackberry enterprise server hosted inside corporate file and that Exchange as well. I want to move to the cloud.
You want to move to the cloud, we'll take your email, but you will also have to move to our Blackberry service. At the moment, we can't do cross-premise with Blackberry for our architectural requirements. We've been asked a lot. So we will offer you BES 5.03 as part of the service as well. So we will need to re-provision your devices, and then you're just managing through that one moving forward. So that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Arbitrary support selection work. So a normal user has problem with
So from a support point of view, you'll have somebody dedicated as an administrator within the organisation, or you may have multiple administrators. They'll be the key contact points with support. So it's 24/7 phone support and 24/7 web support as well. Or the partners can be the administrator, they can take your query and ring us directly to get the answer.
But as an IT department, it's costs.
It is a guidance support within IT or the partner or Microsoft.
Company IT, the first thing for their and then the second.
Yeah, if you choose to do so, you can make everything in your organisation administrative so they can bring Microsoft around it. It's just to put them on the rise, and there's also self-awareness regarding if somebody deletes something. Are they aware of the options that they can do first before they need support, rather than, you know, it's a tradition, let's ring IT, they'll get it for me, there's something wrong with it. So there's awareness that you need to drive first, because there is recovery things and elements of self-use at least. But no, everybody, if you designate them as administrators can ring support, but also there's a control element, you don't want everybody throwing up on their computer, tracks the logs, it reports the issues against the quality of the service. So there's a bit of discussion there to happen, but yeah, everybody works directly if you choose to do so.
You mentioned offline mode when the issue of loss of information came up, and like we sending points to those database to our servers.
Yeah.
And let's just say then the server went flying, we transfer to the server, we got connection to the cloud.
Yeah.
What would happen to the information then? Would go to some sort of out-of the try to send, which should then be easy to system stuck right down, or would it just not?
No, is this in relation to email?
Well, we say, yeah, but in relation to like the stuff and information with speed and stuff.
So obviously there's a handshake mechanism to see that the service is available or online. There's a couple of elements here. So if you're using Outlook 2007 or Outlook 2010, there's enough discovery service built into the client. So for example, if one node goes down, it will automatically redirect you to the other node once it says, hi, I'm available, I've got the latest version of your content. The disruption to the end user will be whatever time it takes for the network to allow you to point it towards the next source. Now, if it all goes down, your client will go offline, and everything that you'll send and receive will remain local until one, connectivity is restored, and two, the server is back online. So it's similar to what you're probably using now, is that everything will remain in your outbox until connectivity is restored. From a performance point of view, we've got multiple T3 lines going into the data center. There's no bandwidth concerns there. But there could be issues regarding ISPs, for example, because it works over the public internet. So depending on the routing plans that they have available, if they become unavailable for whatever reason, that might be the cause of the outage as well. We had one example where some of our routings in EMEA is going through France, and ISP was down for 3 hours, and that impacted customers as well. But it's because they didn't build a redundancy in the routing to our data center. But from an end user point of view, from an email, you'll go offline, everything will remain in your outbox, and then it'll automatically detect that the server infrastructure is back up, and then it'll do a send and receive. Or it can be on a scheduled basis every 5 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour, depending on what suits you.
I know it's more from the point of view of like being close, the information goes to the server.
Yep.
So we lost the connection to the server where we actually go, as opposed to email, it just emails. Like an email is handy enough to stay in the outbox and the information again.
Yeah.
It's actually just like information that we've been gathering, it's automatically be sent straight to the server. So
Okay. So, well, this is the case. In respect of the current service that you're working with the current client application, so you're working in Word, Excel, you're creating a proposal. At the moment, you're still going to be working on that locally before you upload it. So you upload the content, you have your document there in SharePoint, you then open it. When you open it, it'll actually bring an offline copy into a drafts folder, and you're actually working on that. And until you click save, it's a local copy. So you will always have that copy there, and if that's unavailable, it will tell you that it's unavailable. And then the next time you open up the document, it will check to see, are you available or not? It is, you can now upload it on the server. It will tell you. So that's one of the basic elements of SharePoint regarding document control and management of that. Does that answer that?
Yeah.
Now there's obviously the other elements that when we move forward in your editing and controlling stuff in the browser, that's going to be heavily bandwidth dependent as well. But there's going to be offline capabilities in that also.
I mentioned capability of integrating with the central provider. Just wondering, would that be remote or on-premise? What packages would work for?
Yeah, so from a roadmap point of view, Office 365 is going to provide Exchange 2010. So firstly, we can provide organizations with hosted unified messaging or hosted voicemail. What you'll need is a SIP-enabled gateway on-premise with the dial plans and redirection. And then in the second update that's coming later in the year, we will allow you to break out over to the PSTN network through the telcos using the link online. Now, for the full voice integration piece, you actually need to consider an on-premise at the moment. We don't do a full PBX in the cloud yet. It's coming. But if you want to work with an ITSP for a SIP trunk provider to get rid of the PBX, so that you can work natively without a car replacement or an upgrade, we do that now with the on-premise.
Okay, that runs through what's up?
Link server.
You mentioned your broadband width, and it's obviously an extra cost because is there a recommended broadband width for?
Yeah,
And I know it depends on the users, but
well, it depends on the users. It depends on the services that you're consuming, and obviously you'll have your own peaks and troughs within the organisation. So we have a chart regarding. We can work out regarding the light users, the heavy users, the amount of emails per day that they generate or they send and receive. Then are you using the video conferencing? Are you using high-def webcams? Are you using standard built-in webcams? We can figure out the calculations around that. So I'm happy to send you that information if you have a card. I just can't remember the specific details at the table.